A lot of people are thinking that, no, US will never annex Canada, it can happen, or that it's really just a joke. No, you should take it really seriously. Because annexation doesn't happen overnight. It can happen very slowly but surely, just like how Korea's annexation happened gradually over 35 years. Korea and Japan, for much of its long history alongside each other, had a pretty equal relationship. In fact, around the 1400s, particularly during the Sengoku period, the Japanese treated Joseon as their big brother state. And Joseon's royal records show that Joseon's kings and its nobles viewed Japan as their client state. Then, after the Perry expedition, Japan opened itself up and began a rapid process of modernization and benchmarked the Western powers in forming their new country. And part of the ideological imports they brought was imperialism, and that's when the idea of annexing Korea really gained support in Japan. It began with an act of aggression by the Japanese Navy called the Unyo Sakon, the Ganghwa Island incident, which shocked Joseon's leadership and essentially forced them into the Ganghwa Joyak, the Japan-Korea Treaty of 1876, which resulted in a very unequal trade agreement and began the erosion of Korea's sovereignty and autonomy. Then, for the next 3 decades, Japan, with a combination of military actions and diplomacy, would begin to weaken Korea and isolate the country from potential foreign allies, as well as increase Korea's reliance on Japan under the name of liberating Korea from foreign influences. All of this would lead to the Ulsa-Joyak, the Japan-Korea Treaty of 1905, which took away Korea's diplomatic rights. It was when Korea really became a protected state of Japan. And then in 1910, August 29th, Korea became a colony of Japan through the Japan-Korea Annexation Treaty. They took everything, not just our land, our resources, but also our rights, our culture, our language. Korean was banned and everyone had to get a Japanese name. They took our humanity. We were not humans to the Japanese. We were animals to be enslaved. So don't think that it can't happen, that it won't happen. It can happen, and it will happen if you don't fight it from the start. It's been great to see that Canadian leaders across the political spectrum are opposing this, including not just Pierre Poilievre, but Maxime Bernier and Doug Ford. But there were also detractors like Daniel Smith, who's just said some platitudes about the economic partnership of US and Canada and plans to go kiss the ring during Trump's inauguration. Various businessmen like Kevin O'Leary are also saying that this would be good for Canada. That's exactly what the Japanese and the pro-Japan Korean leaders said as they were taking more and more from Koreans. We're doing this for your good. We're doing this for your prosperity, for your benefit, until they took every single thing. Remember these people, because these are the people who will poison the system from within. That's exactly how it happened for Korea. So for both Canadians and Americans who don't want this, take this threat very seriously.